Hi, my name's Amy. I'm a 20-year-old white female. Um, this is so awkward. I was born in Minden, Nevada. I have two sisters and a ton of step siblings. My parents got divorced when I was like 5. Um, I identify as a white heterosexual woman. I would say that as a white person, that's mostly what I identify with. I wouldn't say that I identify as Irish, even though that's what I am. My family doesn't really talk about our heritage all that much. I have one uncle who's really into genealogy and everything. He would tell you that I'm somehow related to the Prince of Scotland or something, but I don't really pay attention to anything like that. Uh, I mostly just identify as white, and I think that just comes with how I grew up, I guess. I'm from a really white area, um, Minden, Nevada. It's about an hour south of Reno. There's not a whole lot of diversity there. Um, it's just mostly white. That's what I knew. I mean, growing up, I think we used to say, like, you'd ask people, "Oh, what are you?" But most of everyone was white, so everyone would have a big list like, "Oh, I'm Italian and I'm part Italian and part Irish and part German and part whatever." And that's what everyone used to say, but I mean, nobody knew anything about those cultures or anything. It was just what your parents told you, and I didn't practice. I mean, I have blue eyes, and my dad used to have red hair, and that's about as Irish as my family is. We used to have an Irish last name when we came over, but that was it. Um, so, Janet Helms explains kind of a weird phenomenon similar to cross nigrescence theory in realizing your black identity, but when it comes to white identity, it's not so much of this is my culture and I'm coming to terms with it. It's coming to terms with being a white person in respect to other cultures. So it's the stages of white racial development, and at the end of it, you're supposed to be comfortable with yourself and your white identity, um, as in not not having a cultural superiority over other cultures. Um, so it's kind of weird that to be white, it's not there isn't like here's my culture, here's my background, here's my anything. It's the first step to this white racial development is contact with another race. And from that, you learn what you are, basically, because you see another race and you see, oh, that's different from me. And then you develop as a person in realizing that they are no different than you and that they are no, you're no better than them, basically. So it's very interesting. I think for me, although I came from a very white area, the way that I grew up, because my mom is just the most loving and accepting, wonderful woman in the universe. I had a couple black kids in my elementary school, and somehow I had play dates with all of them. There was one Jewish girl in my class, and I had play dates with her. I think my mom genuinely sought out kids in my class that she thought needed a friend, and that was me. And she would talk to their parents and get us hanging out, basically, in elementary school. And I think that was one because she was caring for other people and knew that I was a nice kid that would be their friend, and two, to give me exposure to these other just different experiences, because in the town that I grew up in, there it was mostly white, and a lot of people were really racist, and a lot of people did not like other people, and that's just how it was. And my mom I mean, ever since my mom got divorced from my dad, that's just how things were. And so, yeah, I mean, it's very different, but I think that for me, um, my my personal identity is very rooted in the fact that I'm white, but that my mom raised me not to see myself as superior than others. Um, and I think that comes from the fact that my mom is very liberal and very um, just kind and accepting, and she wanted us to be that way too, me and my sisters, and um, that's just how I see it, I guess. This is so awkward. I hate this.